Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be planting a kumquat tree today. If you are new, my name is Ellie. I am a fresh new gardener, and we are learning as we go. The type I got was the Nagami variety. There do have a couple of different varieties of kumquats. Another thing that we also got from Lowe's was a bag of citrus planting soil. This type of kumquat variety, the taste is sweet. It has a thin layer of the skin, which is the sweet part. The inside center is a little bit tart. And it's kind of the size of a grape. Originally grown in China, these have migrated to the US. They thrive in California weather and Florida weather because of the warm climates. This needs to be planted in full sun for it to produce really well. When planting any tree, you want to do some research and see what type of soil is best for it. For the kumquat, because it is considered a citrus tree, it needs citrus soil. The kumquat season is from November through March. I am using citrus tone to help give it some nutrients and along with the soil that is for citrus planting. It is important to use these type of soils because this plant needs to be more acidic soil for it to thrive. It's really important that you have really good drainage, whether you pot it in a pot or in the ground. For added drainage, I decided to add some perlite to my mix. I decided to grow it in a pot. It can be planted in the dirt. These trees can grow up to about 6 feet tall, and like I said before, they need about 10 hours of sun. You can spray them with a horticultural oil to help protect them. The kumquat has a lot of benefits. It's known to be an antioxidant. It's rich in vitamin C, which makes it an immunity booster. It's also, because since you eat the peel, it has fiber, which makes it good for your digestion. The pot I'm using is about 19 inches round in diameter and about 20 inches tall. I had to use one of the big 1 cubic feet bags and then one of the smaller bags of soil for this pot. And then I added about 1/3 of the perlite bag to make sure the soil has enough drainage. Lately, since I've been getting into gardening, I've also been trying to involve my kids with it. Here, I had my daughter help me with mixing the soils and the perlite. It was also a great opportunity to kind of learn about the kumquat. The kids were really interested in being able to plant something themselves. And let's face it, it's fun to play in the dirt. We wanted to make sure that all the big chunks got broken up. So my daughter is kind of scooping out all the big chunks of dirt and breaking it into smaller pieces. We then kept adding a little bit more of the perlite and more dirt until we had a good consistency of both. And then before adding the citrus tone, it's really important to make sure that you follow instructions as it says on the bag. I will warn you, the smell isn't very pleasant. It has a very strong scent to it, which none of the kids liked, but they understood that it's food for the plant and the plant needs food to thrive. So usually you want to feed your plant about twice a year. So in the spring and then again in the fall before it starts to fruit again. Once we mixed everything together, here you see my daughter filling in the pot. I did put a few pieces of cardboard, like small little pieces of cardboard at the bottom so that all the dirt doesn't fall through the hole. It's really important to make sure that you pot it in a pot that has drainage holes so that the water doesn't stay and it has somewhere to go. I think gardening with your kids is a great activity. It kind of gets them to do something, especially over the weekend if there's not much going on. It's a great pastime activity to do with them and to learn about how we get our food to table. And it's something that they will hopefully use in the future. Here I'm measuring the pot, so you want to kind of carefully take out the plant, the tree, and you want to kind of set it and see if you need more to fill it up with more dirt or not. You want to leave a couple of inches off the rim. And you want to make sure that when you are covering with more soil around the tree, that you're also covering all the roots. It had been raining, so the kumquat was a little bit wet, so some of the dirt that was in was really breaking apart, which is fine. You just want to make sure that you're adding your soil to it and that it covers the roots. And I usually kind of went like about 2 inches off from the roots that I covered additionally with dirt. As you cover it with dirt, you want to make sure that you're patting down the soil to kind of get rid of any like air pockets. And here I'm kind of showing up to where I kind of filled it up with dirt. And then after we're done filling it to where we want, then it's really important you water your plant. As you're watering your tree, you want to make sure you give it plenty of water. Ideally, you want to keep adding water, let it sit for a little bit, and then add some more until you see the water coming out of the bottom. That's going to tell you that it is draining well. You want to make sure that all the soil gets wet, so kind of making sure you're going all the way around the tree with the water, and that's going to help so that there isn't any like dry spots where the water is going to miss, and then the roots won't get their water. And there you have it, a beautiful planted kumquat tree, which the kumquats you can find, I'm sure, on Pinterest or different internet sites, different recipes. It's great for jams. You can cut them up and put them in salads, or you can even make little mocktail drinks out of it, or real cocktail drinks. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe.